some medical research shows nearly 13% of childhood asthma cases in the U.S. can be linked to the use of a gas stove like this one, and when chemicals are released as you cook. But some doctors say if you take certain precautions like hood ventilation, you shouldn't worry. A kitchen staple in many homes now sparking a heated debate.
Anything that you burn does emit pollutants or irritants into the air.
Erlanger Dr. Matthew Kreth says studies of gas stove emissions have been going on for years, ending in different results.
It's a lot of the hype and things that's, hopefully nobody goes and bans gas appliances.
That statement echoed by many now after the Consumer Product Safety Commission walked back their original statement that they were going to consider a ban. Professor Chris Cappa explains the concern.
Harmful pollutant byproducts can build up to really high levels, especially when you don't have much ventilation going on.
That ventilation especially worrisome in small spaces, and we went inside Emma Wheeler Homes, a Chattanooga Housing Authority property. A spokesperson tells us they have all gas stoves. Nitrogen
oxides or carbon monoxide or other toxic chemicals can contribute to asthma, can contribute to poor cardiovascular health, and various other things.
But Dr. Kreth says if your home is properly ventilated above your gas stove, then you shouldn't worry.
A true vented appliance should have that hood should be connected to a hose taking it somewhere to the outside.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission clarified it as, quote, has not proposed any regulatory action on gas stoves at this time, adding that any regulation would involve a lengthy process, which would apply only to new appliances. Latricia?
Hannah, thank you. A health professor at Harvard University says if you currently own a gas stove, there are things you can do now, in addition to using that hood, to protect you and your children from potential hazards.
The first best actionable thing we can do, and that is to make sure that we use hoods, we use ventilation. If we don't have those installed, can we at least try and open a window?
I spoke with residents from East Ridge, Saudi Daisy, and Appleton today, and they all tell me the same thing. Their mail has been stolen.
I know it was in the mailbox because I actually saw it on Christmas Day in the mailbox. I went to work, was going to pick it up in the mailbox after I got off work, and it was gone.
40-year Appleton resident Elizabeth Higgins says she lives in the type of area where she thought it never would happen. A birthday gift she bought for her best friend was stolen out of her mailbox. According to law enforcement, Higgins is not alone. On Wednesday, the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office issued a warning of frequent mail thefts in the Chattanooga area. In a release, the Sheriff's Office says, unfortunately, mail thefts are not unusual and usually increase during the holidays. Despite the holidays being over, we still continue to see random mail thefts, especially in large subdivisions. Back in December, a pair was arrested after they were caught with stolen envelopes and packages in their car after checking mailboxes in the Ooltewah area. But it doesn't stop there.
At this point, we have no idea if it was theft or if it was just vandalism or if it was just a prank.
Also on Wednesday, several mailboxes were entered in the Palisades Drive area of Signal Mountain.
Our officers responded and actually picked up mail and returned it to all the owners. So as far as we know at this time, all the owners got their correct mail.
HCSO is advising residents to never leave a package out overnight, schedule package deliveries when at home, use the USPS informed delivery option, and to never send cash in the mail. Only some of the extra precautions many residents will have to take to feel safe.
I wish I didn't have to. I wish I could trust people, but apparently that's not the case anymore.
A recurring problem we've documented for the last 4 years. Condition at Lakewood Memorial Gardens continue to be a concern, with dozens of families saying the graves of their loved ones are in need of care and respect.
The final resting place for the family of Teresa Pelham.
It'd be nice up on the hillside.
3 generations, including her parents and grandparents, buried at Lakewood Memorial Gardens.
They were a wonderful set of grandparents. A little girl couldn't ask for more.
But despite its beauty, Teresa feels frustrated.
It's just not been taken care of.
In July, while visiting her grandmother's grave, she found this. Sunken vases and a damaged headstone.
Sick in my stomach. These are my grandparents.
Broken memorials, a problem dozens of families took to Facebook to highlight, with these posts showing headstones run over by machinery and maintenance equipment.
It's time to take action.
We documented those concerns in 2019, with family members showing track marks over their loved ones' graves.
Mowed over it and tore it down.
And when we went with Teresa, we noticed more tracks. And a Lakewood employee stopped us, giving us this number of their corporate office. Hi, good morning. My name is Sam Pena. I'm a reporter with Channel 9. And while they didn't answer, Lakewood's manager says the winter freeze forces their bulldozers off the concrete, meaning they have to roll over some headstones to finish digging graves. But instead of fixing what they damaged, the manager says families must file a work order for repairs.
They've not followed through with what they said.
Teresa feels Lakewood should be responsible for documenting the needed repairs and not grieving families.
These paperwork states they will maintain any leveling and unsettling.
For a place she will one day be laid to rest as well.
This is my final resting place before I go home.